It's so freaking hurtful because you can't be too kind to people. I got robbed by an employee, a young lady that I hired through a recruiting agency. I'm making this video to prevent my fellow business owners from going through what I experienced by this young lady. I hired a young lady called Precious Akiemi Deborah at the end of April. She was to come in as an executive assistant to assist me with my DJ Academy. Her job role was to supervise my students, buy refreshments for them, record behind the scene content for them, and just make sure the academy is running while I'm not there. The students liked that, I liked that, and this was a role that was 3 times a week. The moment I met Precious, I saw a lady who was hardworking, willing to learn.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
My name is Precious.
3 weeks into Precious's job role, I get a message from the recruiting agency to put her salary on hold. I asked my assistants to find out what's going on. They had gotten back to us that her background check, they hadn't completed it. Her reference form wasn't completed. Red flag number 1. So because I had already grown fond of her, she had been proving herself to me. She'd been hardworking. She's been on her toes. What do I do as an empath? I message her. Hey, Precious, this is so hurtful. It's so freaking hurtful because you can't be too kind to people, I swear.
I just need their information and the recommendation letter as well. I need to call and confirm. So just do the needful, I beg. I don't want this to be stressful because what's it called? FMR has told me not to give you your salary, but I don't want to do that to you. So if I were you, I would be going above and beyond. Even information I'm not asking you for, you should be providing. I shouldn't have to ask you all these information. If anything, you should have just messaged me, boss, here's information. Like, come on, now make this easy for you, please.
I don't feel comfortable putting your salary on hold. She gets back to me with one document like that. I didn't verify the address, didn't verify the phone number. See where I'm making mistakes. Red flag number 2. I started to notice that she would hike prices. She would tell me that we needed things at the academy. And in my mind, send it to me. Anything to make my job easy. Send me the quotes. Let me look at it. Send you the money. Buy it. Now it's about 2 weeks before we start the DJ Academy. I gave her 6-point-something million to buy 4 controllers.
This one.
She bought the controllers at Alaba. She was the one that found the person. She sends me the bill. I send the money ASAP. We buy 4 DJ controllers. I remember getting that bill and thinking, I haven't even made half of what I'm about to invest back into this business, but I'm just going to hope for the best. She sends me the receipts. She kept me up to date. There was no red flags. Every time I would invest a lot in the academy, she would send prayers to me. All of a sudden, Precious Akiemi Deborah starts to fall sick once a week. She would message me, Ma, I'm not able to come to work today. I'm sick. Okay, you're sick, but still make sure your job is done. Tell the DJs at the academy to carry on your responsibilities if you're not going to be there. Okay, Ma, that's one thing. She used to ma me a lot. Any small thing, ma. Respect, full her mouth. She developed a habit of asking for half of her salary in advance. It was always excuses upon excuses. Ma, I'm sick. Ma, I don't have transportation. Ma, my computer is broken. Ma, something. She asked for half of her salary in advance once and I gave it to her. The following month, which was July, she tried to pull the same stunt. She had to ask for half of her salary in advance. And right there and then, I corrected her. This is not a habit I'm trying to cultivate in my workspace. I have about 15 workers and none of them have ever asked me for half of their salary in advance. Graduation week comes about. My lead instructor messages me, where are the controllers? We've not had DJ controllers at the academy for the past 3 weeks. I said, excuse me? Precious took 3 of the controllers from the academy because she said I told her to upgrade all the equipment. What? I messaged Precious immediately. Precious, where are my controllers? In fact, never have I ever had a bad experience with a staff. But this needed to happen because I think I've become too trusting. Wednesday, July 29th, I messaged Precious, where are the controllers in the academy? It's 7:55 p.m. The controllers are there, ma. I sent her where? Did a group call immediately, put 2 of my instructors online. Where are the controllers at the academy? She says, ma, they're there. My lead instructor says, Precious, what are you saying? Why are you lying? You told us that boss said you should take the controllers out of the academy. She says, ma, I'm so sorry. The controllers were faulty. My instructor said, nothing was wrong with the controllers. You took 3 controllers because you said, boss said, take the controllers out. The controllers are in my house right now. I've just been sick. I've not had transportation money. Who told you to take the controllers out of the academy? Mind you, these controllers are worth millions, guys. I immediately fired her. I said, you know what? You are hereby terminated. I fired her right there and then because I'm like, You're acting like a thief. Do you want me to arrest you? I'm not a thief, ma. Keep in mind, guys, I'm not thinking she's a thief. I'm not even thinking far. I'm not thinking far. Following day comes. This is what she sends me. A picture of her getting a drip. Good afternoon, ma. I will take everything in my possession to your place, ma. Once they discharge me, ma, please bear with me, ma. Send the address of the hospital. I would like the DJs and my uncle to pick up everything. Don't stress yourself. You know what she says? The stuffs are at home, ma, and the laptop. And there is no one that can give them unless I get home myself, ma. DJ Experience said he will come and pick them up in the evening. I said, okay. Make sure, because I know she's full of excuses. Make sure Experience receives everything this evening. She says, yes, ma, he will. I message her again. Hello, it is important that we pick up everything tonight without excuses. Thank you. Now, I have my instructor go to her address to pick up my equipment. No answer. Complete silence. Complete silence. I've put my instructors to work. I can't be the only one doing this investigation. You need to find out where she is, find out why she did this, and where are my controllers. These were the tasks I gave my instructors. All of a sudden, I get information that Precious is currently trying to rent controllers.
FLX6 is not available.
This is a message from Precious and a DJ that she's trying to rent a controller from. She messages person that same Wednesday at 8:26 p.m. She messages him, hi dear. He says, what's good? She says, I beg, I won't rent controller.
FLX6 is not available. The one she get is SRT or SZ.
When and where? She says, Lekki tomorrow. I need FLX6 SHA 2. Those are the 2 FLX6s that she stole from me. She says, how much is SRT? He says 100K. She said, what about XX2? He said, wait, what are you using it for? This is where things were clicking for this DJ, because this DJ was supposed to be an instructor at my DJ Academy, but he quit last minute. He also followed her to Alaba to buy the controllers. She says, it is not for me. I am asking for a friend. Erubami, I was scared. I said, you have this in you? Shisha wasn't able to rent the controller. And I remember that I actually have the receipts of the controllers. So I decided to call the number on the receipts. And I messaged the guy. I asked, one of my girls came to your store to buy 4 controllers. I told him everything we bought. It was like 6-point-something M. Oh yeah, I remember her. She called me sometime in June to try to sell 3 controllers to me. Said, yeah, the same controllers that I sold to her, but I didn't buy it because I was low on cash. All through July that we're speaking every day, she had taken my controllers. She wasn't even going to the academy anymore. And I didn't find out until after a month later. There were also many rainy days in July that I just called off because of my students. I said, I don't want my students having to come to the academy in this rain. At this point, it is established that she's on the run because now her messages are no longer delivering. We got police involved.
So you can get the FLS 71,000. So that's how she came. She brought this stuff. Even gave me the receipts. I have to go to that shop that they bought down, and the guy said yes, he knows the area. He knows the area. Well, let me go. Let me reach my order. I'll come back to you later.
No problem. Thank you. Wow. Wow. We had to do a petition against her. We had to get a lawyer. Then they were able to arrest 2 people that she sold the controllers to, which is kind of unfortunate that these sellers had no idea that the controllers were stolen, but we had to get the controllers from them. We're able to get 1 controller back. She's currently wanted by the police. This is actually a very, very weird place to be, a weird position to be, because you then begin to question, was I too nice? What could I have done differently? How could this have been avoided? Was I not strict enough as a boss? Was I too nice? That's the craziest one, because for her to do this to me, she has thought about it like, I won't come online. I don't think she wants drama. She's calculated it, but I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm disappointing you by making this video. I will be the last business owner that you rip. If anybody knows where Precious Akinyemi Deborah is, please contact this number down below. I will ensure that your identity is sealed. You can either DM me or send me a message on WhatsApp, but she has to be caught. She has to explain why she did this. Moving forward, it is important for business owners to ensure that they have solid structure. That's one thing I know I didn't have, because controllers shouldn't have been able to leave my academy easily like that without proper protocol. I can't blame my instructors because the lie she told them was believable. She was the assistant. She was like the manager of the place. She was my eyes on ground. So for her to confidently rob me, somebody that has an audience and a platform, I'm curious to know how many other business owners she has done this to. Share this video to mostly business owners, please. She has to be stopped. Precious Akiemi Deborah has to be stopped.